Ahead on Daytime Buffalo, local roasters Overwinter Coffee stopped by to share their best brews and beans. And I show you a fun way to stay fit. It's all coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Well, if you're looking for an afternoon pick-me-up or wanting to try a new brew to jumpstart your mornings, look no further. Joining me now is John Vaughn from Overwinter Coffee. Hi, John. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, tell us about Overwinter Coffee and how it got started.
It's a local company. It was started by two guys, Ben and Josh. They knew each other from childhood, college roommates, and they just wanted to kind of bring something new to the city. Ben is our head roaster. Josh is like the business guy. So they, teamed up and cafe was born. Yeah.
Tell us about your location.
So we have three cafes. The original one is downtown on Genesee Street, like right across from the Gold Dome. Our second one is on Elmwood Avenue, across from the Lexington Co-op. And then our third one is in Williamsville, right on that main drag next to Aquest Development and Marty's Formal Wear. Yeah.
Coffee shops are not new, but it's kind of like a trend that comes back. People wanting to, especially with the work from home, people are always looking for spaces to get out of the house, but still be able to get some work done and just be part of a little atmosphere. So what sort of vibe do you guys try to create in your locations?
Super cozy. It was mentioned earlier that a lot of our baristas are very kind, and we just want to bring that really uplifting, awesome atmosphere to everybody's day, and along with the cafes. Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the most popular drinks and products that you have to offer.
All right, so on just the regular coffee side of things, just like drip coffee, our house roast, it's called the Easy Drinker. It's always from Brazil. That's always a knockout of the park. It's just a medium roast, and it's just like that. I always do this. It's like that cup of coffee.
Thumbs up, yeah. Double thumbs up.
And then on the milk drink latte side of things, oat milk is a very popular milk. So the combination of honey, oat milk, and cinnamon is always great. My personal favorite is I do maple oat milk and cinnamon though.
Sounds yummy.
Yeah, it's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, I
it's
love
awesome.
it. Now you mentioned Brazil. Where do you source a lot of your ingredients from?
All of our coffees are single origin coffees, so they'll come from very specific farms and regions from South America and Africa. Ben, our co-owner, he does a lot of the sourcing and builds a lot of relationships and gets the coffee that way.
Now, what kind of makes you special? Obviously, coffee shops are common and coffee is coffee, but you have to have something that draws people in and makes you guys unique.
Part of it, I think, is the way we brand our roasts of coffee. They all have very fun and unique names like the Easy Drinker or the Sun Smuggler, the Go-Getter. And coffee at first can kind of be intimidating if you want to get into it and you don't know a lot about origin and what tasting notes are and all that good stuff. So it's a really easy way to just say hey, this coffee has this really fun name. It's a good talking point for, to tell people more about the coffee and where it comes from, its process.
Tell me more about what you have besides just coffee to offer.
We have some really awesome teas. That is a section of our menu that gets overlooked sometimes. We have 4 caffeinated and 4 herbal teas. We also make our own chai concentrate in-house. Our chai lattes are great. If you've ever come into the cafe and you smell that cinnamon smell, it's almost always there. It's because we brew chai almost every day, every other day.
Nice.
We have some baked goods from some local bakeries, from Blue Eyed Baker and Anastasia's Artisan Breads. But other than that, it's mainly just coffee, tea, and snacks.
What are you guys hoping for the future? It seems like you're doing great. Obviously, 3 locations now. So what's next for you guys?
Right now, we're just kind of keeping our nose to the grindstone and just doing us, selling coffee, making drinks, making smiles, just doing some awesome stuff. Yeah. Yeah,
you were telling me that it's important for you guys to have employees that are being friendly and kind because you really are the start to a lot of people's days.
Oh, yeah. I read an article one time. Its source escapes me, but it talks about how a lot of people start their day by going on their morning coffee run. And if they live alone or they get up before the rest of their family, and we're the first people that they talk to. So if you want to start someone's day off on the right foot, you might as well be super awesome and kind to them. Yeah.
And you also do online orders, right?
Not anymore. We used to during the pandemic because we could only have our cafes open like at the door. But we have since ceased those. But we do online orders in regards to our coffee beans can be shipped like all across the country. That's the only online, you order them online. But we don't do like online mobile order stuff.
Okay, so if you're like going on a trip, you can say, okay, let me order my favorite coffee from Overwinter and send it to the hotel in Hawaii.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Very fun. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing more about your products, starting people's days, and what makes you guys so special.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks so much. You can find more about Overwinter Coffee at their website, overwinter.coffee, or on Instagram and Facebook at Overwinter Coffee. You can stop by one of the locations listed on your screen for a quick cup. Thanks again, John.
You're so welcome.